There may be times when you create an object on the proper layer, but you inadvertently created the object with its color, line type, line weight, or transparency set to a specific value instead of by layer. Typically, when you create objects, such as lines, arcs, or circles, those objects take on the color, line type, line weight, or transparency of the layer on which they were created. If you look at the Properties panel on the Home ribbon tab, you can see that properties such as color, line weight, and line type are set to by layer. Also notice that when you hover the cursor over an object, AutoCAD displays a small panel that typically shows you the color, layer, and line type of the object. Notice that when I hover over the chair, I can see that the polyline is on the furniture layer and has its color and line type set to by layer. So the object takes on the color and line type assigned to the furniture layer. But when I move the cursor over the circle representing the table, notice that although it too is drawn on the furniture layer, I can see that its color is explicitly set to the color red and its line type is set to the hidden line type. You can use the Set to by Layer tool to quickly change one or more of the properties of an object so that they are set to by layer. If you expand the Modify panel on the Home ribbon tab, you'll find the Set to by Layer tool. When you click on this tool, AutoCAD prompts you to select objects. You can use any object selection method. I'll click to select the circle. Notice that the prompt repeats so that I can select additional objects. When you're finished selecting objects, you can press Enter or right-click. AutoCAD then asks if you want to change any objects whose properties are set to by block to by layer. You can simply press Enter to accept the default, which is yes. Then AutoCAD asks if you want to include blocks. Again, you can simply press Enter to accept the typical response, which is yes. Once you respond to these two prompts, notice that the color and line type of the circle has changed. If I move the cursor over the circle now, notice that the color and line type have both been set to by layer. When you start the Set to by Layer tool, you can also choose the Settings option to display the Set by Layer Settings dialog. By default, when you use the Set to by Layer tool, AutoCAD changes all of the object properties back to by layer. But by displaying this dialog box and clearing any of these checkboxes, you can use this tool to only change selected properties to by layer. Any properties not selected in this Set by Layer Settings dialog will remain as explicitly set to the object, while those selected in this dialog will be changed back to by layer.